The dragon's guardian in a realm where mountains pierced the heavens and ancient forests whispered secrets of old, there lay a hidden valley known as Drakonvale. This valley, shrouded in mist and legend, was home to creatures both wondrous and fearsome. At the heart of Drakonvale lived the last of the great dragons, a majestic being named Eryndor. Eryndor was a creature of immense power and wisdom. His scales shimmered with hues of emerald and gold, and his eyes glowed with the light of 1,000 stars. The villagers of Drakonvale revered him, for he had protected their land for centuries, guarding against invaders and bringing prosperity to the valley. But with the passage of time, Eryndor had become reclusive, retreating to the depths of his cavernous lair. Elara, a young woman with a heart full of courage and a mind brimming with curiosity, had grown up hearing tales of Eryndor. Her grandmother, the village healer, had often spoken of the dragon's kindness and the bond he shared with the people. Elara felt a deep connection to these stories and harbored a dream of meeting Eryndor one day. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the valley, Elara's grandmother fell gravely ill. The villagers were at a loss, for no remedy seemed to help. In desperation, Elara decided to seek Eryndor's aid. She believed that the dragon's ancient wisdom might hold the key to saving her beloved grandmother. With determination in her heart, Elara set out for the dragon's lair. The path was treacherous, winding through dense forests and over rocky cliffs. The air grew cooler as she ascended the mountain, and the sounds of the village faded into the distance. As she approached the entrance to Eryndor's cavern, she felt a mixture of awe and trepidation. Taking a deep breath, Elara stepped into the darkness. The cavern was vast, its walls adorned with glowing crystals that cast an ethereal light. She walked cautiously, her footsteps echoing softly in the silence. As she ventured deeper, she felt a presence, a powerful, ancient energy that filled the air. Finally, she reached a massive chamber where Eryndor lay coiled upon a bed of treasure. His eyes opened slowly, and he regarded her with a gaze that seemed to pierce her very soul. Elara's heart pounded, but she stood her ground. "Great Eryndor," she began, her voice steady despite her fear. "I come seeking your help. My grandmother, the village healer, is gravely ill. None of our remedies have worked, and I believe that only your wisdom can save her." Eryndor's eyes softened, and he let out a deep, resonant sigh. "Elara, daughter of Drakonvale, I know of your grandmother's ailment. It is an ancient curse that has plagued your family for generations. To break it, you must find the Heartstone, a gem of great power hidden within this very mountain." Elara listened intently, hope rekindling within her. "Where can I find this Heartstone?" Eryndor uncoiled slightly, revealing a hidden passage behind him. "Follow this path, and it will lead you to the Chamber of Echoes. The Heartstone lies at its center, guarded by trials that will test your courage and resolve. Only one with a pure heart can retrieve it." With a nod of gratitude, Elara thanked Eryndor and set off down the passage. The air grew colder, and the light dimmer as she ventured deeper into the mountain. The passageway twisted and turned, eventually opening into a grand chamber filled with shimmering echoes. As Elara stepped into the chamber, she felt a wave of energy wash over her. The walls were lined with reflective crystals, each one capturing and amplifying her movements and sounds. At the center of the chamber, atop a pedestal of stone, lay the Heartstone, a gem that pulsed with a soft, inner light. Elara approached the pedestal, but as she did, the chamber's echoes grew louder, forming words that filled the air. "Only the brave and true may claim the Heartstone. Face your fears, Elara, and prove your worth." The chamber darkened, and shadows began to take shape around her, forming into monstrous creatures that snarled and snapped. Elara's heart raced, but she stood her ground, drawing upon her inner strength. She closed her eyes and remembered her grandmother's stories, the love and wisdom that had guided her throughout her life. With a deep breath, Elara opened her eyes and faced the shadows. "I am not afraid," she declared, her voice steady and strong. "I seek the Heartstone to save my grandmother and to protect our village. My heart is pure, and my resolve unbreakable." As she spoke, the shadows began to waver and dissipate, their power no match for her determination. The chamber brightened, and the echoes faded into a soft hum. Elara stepped forward and gently took the Heartstone from its pedestal, feeling its warmth and energy fill her. With the Heartstone in hand, Elara retraced her steps to Eryndor's lair. The dragon awaited her, his eyes glowing with approval. "You have proven yourself, Elara. The Heartstone's power will heal your grandmother and lift the curse from your family." Elara thanked Eryndor once more and hurried back to her village. The villagers watched in awe as she returned, the Heartstone glowing brightly in her hands. She rushed to her grandmother's side and placed the gem upon her chest. A soft light enveloped the elder woman, and her breathing steadied, her color returning. The villagers rejoiced, their hearts filled with gratitude and wonder. Elara's bravery had not only saved her grandmother but had also strengthened the bond between the people of Drakonvale and their guardian dragon. From that day forward, Elara was known as the dragon's guardian, a symbol of courage and hope. She continued to visit Eryndor, learning from his wisdom and sharing her knowledge with the villagers. Together, they ensured that Drakonvale remained a place of harmony and prosperity, where the legacy of the great dragon lived on in the hearts of its people.